Yeah, we know what we're talking about. Where you come on?
No. Hold on. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the re-entry buzz. Cole and I here are re-entering our buzz. Just got done with a live drink along, and we still have a live audience for this one. Doing another live entry buzz. We got a comment from Katie. Oh, a comment from Ben right down there, as you can see. So
we're
Cole
live,
and I
baby.
Have a blind pour in front of us. We had Ben Klepsig pick a number. Ben Klepsig picked 222. So here we have 222 right in our hands here. No idea what it is. All we know is it is
dark. That is
dark, man. It looks delicious. So we are going to nose it. We're going to sniff it, sip it, tell you how much we'd pay for it right now. You ready? Honestly, not what I expected.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Wow. What is going on there? Wow. I would pay 65. I don't love it, but I think it's very unique, and it's not bad. It's really not bad.
I'm gonna take the under. I think I would pay less than 65. Like still maybe like 50, 55. I'll go 55. For reasons I'll explain later.
Ooh, we'll send it a break. We'll see you guys on the other side.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we guessed, we sniffed, we everything, and we've got some notes and guesses for you. I'm going to go first on the notes.
Ooh,
how about that? I feel like that rarely happens.
I like
going
that.
First on the notes here. I said that this is smoky, charcoaly, syrupy. The syrup is prunes, dates, brown sugar. It is not as much brown sugar. This is far from classic bourbon. This is a syrupy, pruny, charcoaly nose. On the palate, I said that there's deep, dark stewed fruits here. They are purple red fruits, stewed fruits that I got here. Not as viscous as I expected on the palate. Because on the nose, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in for like a very heavy palate experience. It is a little lighter than I expected. On the palate, plenty of light oak spice, wood spice, lots of wood spice here. On the finish, I said like a bright kind of cedar light wood spice throughout the finish. And the charcoaliness persists through the finish too. So that's what I got for.
Very intrigued to find out what type of whiskey you think this is.
Okay, go.
But I will go with my notes. Mine are nose, malty, and chocolatey. American single malty. Definitely not
the chocolatey.
Scotchy. And on the palate, I said too malty to be burbsies, as I wrote literally verbatim. It is sweet and not honestly too youthy is what I wrote, but seems to be Southern aged, which is a big deal. And I'm thinking maybe balcones is what I wrote. Finish, I said continues on with that Southern single malt finish, sweet and slightly youthy, but like I said, not too youthy. It was interesting. Yeah. All right, should I guess first?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Type, I said American single malt. It was way too malty to be a bourbon, and it was too young to be a Scotch.
So not Irish then. Okay, all right.
Definitely not Irish. Secondary grain, I said not applicable. Brand, I said Balcones. Distillery, I said Del Bach. To mix it up, everyone. But I don't think this is, I really would bet against this being definitely not anything on their standard line, but it could potentially be a distiller's cut. But I really don't think it is. Proof, I honed in on 100. It was too much for 90, too much for 110, or too little for 110. Age, I thought this was Southern age, so I went with a low age. I went with 4 years. It wasn't too youthy, but in the South, 4 years can go a long way. Finished. I took a page from what do you call it? Garrison Brothers, and said maybe this is somehow Ladybird, which is finished with a honey and cognac finish.
Nice.
I don't think it's that, though. I don't think it's a lot of things. Bottle, I said this is Balcones Texas 1 single malt. And
Nice.
I gave it a score of an 8.3. I don't love it. Don't love it. But it's actually not that bad. So
yeah. Nice.
What do you think?
Okay. So my guesses. Man, there's a lot to unpack here, because this is one of the more fun mysteries that I've sipped lately. But I did agree with you. This is American single malt.
Okay.
I said secondary grain, not applicable. I hedged between Westland and Westward. So for technicality, let me explain. I said brand Westland, distillery Westward.
I like that.
So I got them both in there. For proof, I started at 105 and then I worked my way up to 110. So my final guess on proof was 110.
Nice.
For age, I get it. I get where you were at with the Southern climate, because me too. I was totally on the Southern climate train until kind of later after the finish, and I let it sit and I sipped it again. I think that this is not a syrupy Southern climate. I think that this is a heavily finished Northern climate.
Yeah, it very well could be.
So I said age 8. And I said,
that's amazing
finish
for an American single malt.
I know. Finished. I said, God, yes. I didn't say what. I think it's a red wine. I'm gonna say like Pinot Noir.
Okay.
I think it's a red wine finish. For bottle, the thing that I got all excited about earlier during the break was I randomly remember that Ben Klepsig sent in a Westland Gariana, Gary, something like that. I'm gonna go with that.
But that's not a secondary finish, or I'm sorry, that's not a secondary use barrel. That's a first use barrel, as far as I remember.
Totally fair, but that's what's written down. For score. Wait, did you say score?
I did. 8.3.
8.3. Okay. I really like this. Whatever your 8.3 translates to letter score, I think I'm above you. I gave this an A-,
probably. Okay.
Nice.
I'm
in the A's. I think this is extremely solid, well-rounded. I think that this is an artfully crafted whiskey, and my hot take is whoever these guys are, they know what they're doing with this. I feel like a lot of care and passion went into finishing this American single malt. That's my
all right. For those who are hanging on still, what do you think based on our notes? What do you think this whiskey could be? Write in your answers now.
Just say who you side with. Just write in Bryan
exactly.
or write in
Cole or Bryan. I'm gonna pull it out of my back pocket and prep it for a reveal.
Okay.
But
Mine's
the first comment we get, we'll reveal.
We'll slam it. Okay.
Ben will know.
Good. Yeah. All 0 people will let us know what they
think. I have a feeling this is gonna just both of us will be like, oh crap, it's that. All right, Westland. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah. Penn says Westland. All right, you ready to reveal?
I am, yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I thought about this. This crossed my mind.
I was right about Northern climate.
And my gosh,
did you see Smoky. The proof?
You were, oh wow, that's a lot higher than I thought. But I was right about the age. All right, guys, we'll be right back. This is a Kings County rye, let alone the northern something. It's a rye. But we'll be right back after this break. We'll count our scores. We'll see who won. This could be anyone's game at this point. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we did our best. Turns out this was Kings County peated rye. This is
Peated rye.
Oh my gosh, my camera's going nuts. This is a
you got
rye
it.
whiskey here. It is 80% New York rye, 20% United Kingdom peated malt. So it's 20% malted barley, 80% New York rye from Kings
Peated
County.
malted barley. Yeah.
Peated malted barley. Peated rye. Did you get peat at all, Cole? Did you?
Dude, I got one category points. That's it.
Nice. Well, I got 1 point, right?
Same category too. Yeah.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it.
Yeah, let's go through it. Yeah.
All right. So for type, Cole and I both said American single malt. Nope.
Wrong.
Okay, hold on. Real quick. Just take a step back. I love when you and I are in sync and we're completely wrong together.
Yeah.
I love
like
it.
that
so
one, the rare character one. That was crazy.
I can't even. Yeah. So American single malt, 0 points. This is a rye. This is a rye whiskey.
Wrong.
So secondary grain, we both said not applicable. Nope. The secondary grain here
applicable.
it turns out it was applicable. Is malted barley.
Peated multi-bees.
For brand, we were stuck on American single malts. The brand is Kings County. The distillery is Kings County. No points there at all. For proof, Cole said 100. I said 110. The proof on this is 126.6.
Can you believe it?
Very impressive. This drinks well below proof. For age, Cole is just the age king over here. He nailed it. Cole said 4. The age is 4. Nice. I was higher. I said 8 on this. I was thinking
to your defense, I thought it was Southern age, so I thought it was 4
true.
for that reason.
That's true. Like I was thinking, I guessed 8. I was thinking like 6 years American single malt and then 2 years finished in like a red wine cask. So anyway, for bottle guess, of course we were wrong. The bottle is here in my hand. It is the Kings County peated rye. I bought this from the distillery myself.
That's cool.
Or no, wait, I bought it online actually. They sell this online. So next time they come out with a batch of this is batch 4, maybe batch 5 or batch 6. Yeah, try to pick one up.
As Mr. Mingo says, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, surprisingly good here. Scores, Cole was kind of 8.3, pretty good. I was very good on this, very impressed. I think it's a fantastic whiskey, but the way the points rounded out was Cole 5, Bryan 1.
Nice. So that puts me at 5 wins for season 8 peeps. 2 ahead of Bryan. But then again, I was 3 ahead of Bryan until he caught up in 3 stinking episodes. So you never know how it goes on the Reentry Buzz.
Yeah, if you're cheering for Bryan, start sweating a little bit because I'm beginning to worry.
Start cheering extra hard is what it is.
I have to win the next 2 episodes to just tie the season.
Yeah, 3, and I have to win 1 episode.
Yeah,
but up until now, you're still winning. You have 4 seasons to 3.
Oh,
so you're still winning on the larger scale, on the war. I'm winning the battle.
Make me feel better. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Because if you lose this one, then we're just tied. I mean, if you lose the season, we're just tied. But if you win this season somehow, it could be a chance. I mean, honestly, you won 3 in a row just a moment ago.
How awesome is it that we're tied on seasons? Like it's so great.
It makes me feel great that it's truly somewhat even. That we're both
that like
decent.
One of us doesn't just crush the other one all the time.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about. Come on,
no. Hold on. We both equivalently know what we're talking about. Whether overall we know what we're talking about or not, that's remained to be seen here.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what we're talking about. But hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching live. I hope you guys enjoyed that watched live. But otherwise, we'll see you guys on the other end on the non-live version. But we will also see you on season 8, episode 9. It could be a defining episode, but it could not be. We'll see. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for those who joined the drink along. Cheers to all of you. We'll see you guys next time. But I was right about the age.
But I was right about the age.